Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday. Welcome to this new live stream, Dark Moon Rituals. So this is going to be a live stream that I feel will grow and change and expand. But what I want to do is create this safe community space where we can explore rituals and magic and creating spells and talking about all of these things and sharing ideas and coming together as a group, and prayers and all different types of things, sharing it in this space together, where you can also ask me questions as we go along, but we can also share each other's experiences and just make it like a community ceremony that we're doing together. But also just a space if you want to be a part of the community. Something different from the quantum healing space. Everyone just has a voice here. Everyone can share, everyone can ask questions, and we're just here to support one another. I will share my own experiences and anything that I can do to help and support you. But I'd also love anyone, to share their tips and tricks and magic and rituals and all those kind of things. It's a safe space to be your witchy, wizard, weird, wonderful self with no judgment. It's amazing to see everyone. Thank you so much for coming in and living up the chat. My computer seems to be doing some weird things at the moment. It won't let me look at the chat, which is weird. Let me just see if I can change there we go. No, it's being funny. So I can only see the most recent comments. YouTube is being funny, but I will say hi to everyone that I can see so far. Ascending Universal Butterfly. Hey, Viviani. Hey, John. Hey, Rachel. Secret Charla. Hey, Messy Poe. Millie. I know there was some more, but it's just not letting me scroll up in the chat at the moment. Oh, there we go. Ha! It's fixed itself now. Hello, LP. Hello, Samar. Who else is here? Oh, it's gone funny again now. All right. Well, I might not be able to. Okay. I'm just going to have to stay at the bottom of the chat. Come on. There we go. Okay. Right. We're here now. There's always going to be something going on with technology to test our patience, right? So what I want to do before we really dive into it is set up a safe space. That is the most important thing. With any kind of ritual or intention setting or spell work, whatever it may be, ceremony, even meditation, one of the most important things to do is to protect ourselves energetically. And I know you might be thinking, it's just one extra layer, but it makes such a difference. It makes such a difference. And I found the more that I protect my energetic space, the more that my energy levels stay vibrant and stay at a higher vibration. It helps us from our energy leaking outwards. So I do want to get on quickly and set up a safe space for us. But I just wanted to explain a little bit about why the dark moon. Well, first of all, I wanted to do the live stream on this particular day. So we are on the eve of a new moon, and it's for slightly selfish reasons, because I always find that the eve of the new moon is often feels quite uncomfortable and quite sort of sticky, because it's like you're on the precipice and you're just like in the darkness and you're just like ready to turn that corner. So it can often feel uncomfortable with like crazy dreams, or I often feel really dehydrated on the dark moon, headachy, a little bit discombobulated, or really intense, overwhelming energy. This is all options. These are all possible things. So yeah, these are reasons why I wanted to do this today. But also with the moon, I mean, I personally am a little bit indifferent about astrology at the moment. I used to love it, and now I'm just a little bit like, I'm not sure anymore, because Western astrology doesn't actually line up to the alignment of the cosmos. So I'm just a little bit, yeah, I'm just a little bit indifferent about it. I like it, but what I do like about the moon is that it has a 28-day cycle. The moon has a 28-day cycle. So what's cool about that is it just gives this like monthly cycle, like a traditional monthly cycle, or a monthly cycle, as I like to call it, a monthly cycle where we can start something fresh and then reset again at the end of that 28-day cycle. So that's why I like working with the moon. I've found that this 28-day cycle can be a really powerful way of getting shit done. Pardon my French, but yeah. I don't follow it that much anymore. But I do like these beginnings, this starting fresh energy. Yeah, and this is what we're going to be here for. And what else was I going to say? Yeah, I mean, you can't deny as well, however you feel about the moon, the planets, and the cosmos, we can't deny that we get affected by the shifting of the cosmic energies. So, yeah, there's something to be felt with that. So before we all have a share, I will set up a safe space. I'm just going to read some of these comments. Chloe, today is also the day I predicted timelines converge and we open the door to 5D. Ooh, that's cool. Magical synchronicity. It's funny because my dreams last night felt like that. It felt like I was being shown all of my old timelines, and then I woke up and I was like, I felt like an egg that had been cracked open. And I had to like put all my energy back together. So that makes a lot of sense. Okay, perfect. So let's set up a safe space. So I invite everyone to join me. If you're sitting like me, feeling your feet on the ground so that you can have that anchor down into the earthly energies. Sitting up tall, if it feels good, you can give your shoulders a roll back, allow your chest to open, inviting in that energy of expansion. Taking in some deep breaths. I invite you to let out a big sigh. Let loose. Let loose with your breath. Let it go. One more time. Breathing in. Exhale, releasing. If it helps you to bring awareness to your heart, I invite you to place both hands here. Sometimes I like to do some circles on my heart or some gentle taps. Can feel quite comforting. Landing with our awareness in our hearts. And imagining or feeling or knowing that in the center of our chest, there is this incredibly powerful center of energy. And from this energy, from this love energy of our hearts, we're going to send up a cord of light all the way up through our heads, rising up in vibrational frequency, all the way up and up and up and up until we connect our hearts to the one true source of all things, the highest vibrational frequency of love, creation, source, God. Allowing that connection to remain and softly landing back in our hearts. Now we're going to connect in our hearts to the very core of the earth. So sending down now a thread of love from our hearts down through our bodies, out through the base of our spine. You may even want to send it down your legs and out through the soles of your feet. This can give an extra grounding anchor, which I find can feel nice in a dark moon energy. I'll let you decide what feels good for you. And sending this cord of light all the way down into the very center of the earth, connecting into Mother Earth's crystalline grid, crystalline heart. And now keeping that connection to the center of the earth, coming all the way back into our hearts. I'm going to use this beautiful expanded energy now to create a shield around each and every one of us. I'm going to use my breath today, as I feel like breathing is needed to shift some energy within me. There's many different ways you can expand your energy. I'm going to use breath today. So breathing in, expanding the energy of heart, source, and earth from our center. Exhale, sending this light and this energy out in waves to about 3 meters out in every direction from our hearts. Let's do that again. Exhaling, so that we find ourselves surrounded by a sphere or a bubble of this high vibration, loving energy that is impenetrable. And for this strong and sovereign shield that we've created around ourselves, we're going to set strong boundaries and intentions that only beings, energies, and entities with our permission, with our highest good, with our love, with our compassion, with our healing, with our activation, can see us, access us, exist within the shield, within us, or have any influence of any kind over us or our energy. And that all other beings, energies, and entities must leave immediately, returning to source or never returning to us again. And we'll take a breath to affirm that releasing. And inviting in to our shields, to our safe space today. And it's your choice who you invite in. We may want to invite in our spirit guides, our guardians, guardian angels, our higher selves, any other guides, deities, mythical creatures and beings who we may work with, Source and Gaia, asking for our protection, our safety, our love, our guidance, our clarity, and our intuition today. And through time and space, I'm going to continue expanding out this golden light energy from source, from love, and from the earth, surrounding the whole of this dark moon ritual live stream, every soul who is here now, and every soul who participates in the recording, surrounding each and every one of us. Again, setting the intention for this shield of light, that only beings, energies, and entities with our permission, with our highest good, love and compassion, can see us, access us, exist within this space or within us, and all other beings, energies, and entities must leave immediately. And speaking on behalf of myself, I invite into the session space my guides, my highest self, the guardian dragons of the gateways of the 4 directions, of the celestial realms, and of the other world. I invite in Source and Gaia, and I invite in my guardian angels. And I set the intention today for community and love and connection and amplified energy of prayer between all the souls here, for those who choose to join, and for amplified intuition and inner knowing and anything else that is in service of each of our individual highest goods and the highest good of all. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you so much, everyone. I love that someone says 1212, 1212 in the chat. And then there's a dragon egg. I love that. So what I'm going to do is, to start off with, we're going to just do a little bit of a dark moon ritual together. And then what I'm going to do at the end, maybe like the last 15-20 minutes, is talk about, in general, rituals and casting spells and things like that. And you can ask questions, and I'll share. I've got a few kind of objects and things around me that I'll share with you that I use to support me when I'm doing my magic work. And then you can ask questions and we can share. But first of all, yeah, I just thought we would meet together, and that's why I said bring paper and pen. But of course, it's optional. You can always watch the recording of this. And I'm gonna light some candles. Always, when I'm doing any kind of ritual, I call in the light. Call in the light by lighting candles. So we've got my beautiful raspberry pink candle, which I always use for my live streams. I've got like a whole cupboard full of these because I really love the color. I'm going to light a few more. I'm going to light 3, and I'm going to have those out in front of me, always having that energy of light and also having that energy of fire, calling in that energy of fire, that transmutation energy. Something that I'll talk about a little bit more later on is if you want to have objects that honor all of the elements and all of the directions. So as you will have heard when I was calling in my guides and my team, I call upon the dragon guardians of all of the gateways. So that's of water, earth, air, and fire, but also of the heavens and of the other world. Yeah, so there's so many different ways of holding ritual and holding magic, and the reasons why I do it in the way that I do is because I'm very, very connected to the lands of Northern and Eastern Europe. So I do it in quite a pagan way. So it's quite earthly, dragon based. Yeah, so that's just a little bit about me, and just honoring that I would follow what feels good for you. Follow what feels good for you. And all of the traditions and ways of doing things in some way cross over. They cross over one another. They're just in a different character or a different story, but they all weave into one another and connect together. So it's so beautiful, because I would say something that would be a great place to start is connecting to your ancestors. So I don't know one side of my family. So I did a DNA test and I found out that I've got like Scandinavian and Eastern European blood. And I never knew that. And I was like, that makes so much sense, because I'm really drawn to like Viking shamanism and Northern shamanism and things like that. So it can be quite a fun, mysterious thing to do, especially if you are born somewhere that isn't the origins, of your blood and of your ancestry. It can be a really beautiful thing to do, to uncover the mysteries of your blood origins. Yeah. Oh, I've just seen in the chat that this is not a live stream, unfortunately, where I will be taking requests. This is a community space where we are here together, just in ceremony and in ritual. But you can ask some questions at the end of the live stream. But yeah, it's just the Friday live stream, I'm afraid, where we're taking requests. So what I wanted to do first of all is encouraging each of us here to tune in to the collective energies of the collective consciousness, if we choose, but also the cosmic energies. I have had a little look on my stargazing app to see where the moon is and what alignment it's in, so I know that astrologically. But what I much prefer doing now is actually taking a pause to tune into how the energies make me feel. And I think that's so powerful, and something that working with the moon has really supported me to do is to tap into this deep well of inner wisdom that resides within me and that resides within each of us. So that's the first thing that I'm going to invite us all to do. And then what I'll do is I will channel any messages about this dark moon, about this new moon that come through. But first of all, I want us to all take a moment together to close down our eyes. If it helps you to place hands on your heart, then feel free to do so. But just taking a moment or two to first of all bring your awareness to how you've been feeling over the last couple of days, to your energy levels, perhaps the busyness of your mind or the state of your mind. So body, energy, mind, conversations you've had with people. Any dreams that you've had. Any thoughts, downloads, premonitions, intuitions that have come in for you. And taking all of this into account as if you are zooming out of yourself and of your life and taking this zoomed out higher perspective, if you like, having a look down and asking yourself, so what is this trying to tell me? What is the theme of this collective energy and this cosmic energy? And please know, there's no right or wrong here. Absolutely no right or wrong. I just invite you to take a moment to tap into your inner wisdom. And once you have experienced something, I invite you, all those that feel called, to share in the chat. How do you feel, or what do you feel is the collective or cosmic energy of this incoming new moon? So we're in the dark moon today, new moon tomorrow. I'd love for you to share. So if you share that, it could just be a word. So it could just be like finance, or it could be something a little bit more detailed. And once we've all had a share, I will ask my guides and I'll tap in and I'll share what I've been experiencing as well, but also any channeled messages that want to come through too. And just know this is a safe space of non-judgment. So anything that you share is right. It's not wrong. Just welcoming you to share any messages, experiences. And nice. And I'll read them out as they come in. So shedding, expansion, growth, and shattering of illusions, stepping into a different role. I love that. Yeah. I'll wait until until more people have shared. I don't want to share first because I don't want to influence people's sharing and people's experiences. And if you're not sure, you could just write unsure or discombobulated. Sometimes the collective energy can just be chaos and chaotic. And that's okay too. It can be interesting just to be aware of that too. Transformative, expansion, rebirth, remembrance, such powerful words, karmic lessons, illumination to release them for good, drifting between timelines and in a space of void. Yeah, I like that. Drawing a curtain across the previous chapter. Ooh, I love that visual. That's really cool. So while we're all sharing, just for a moment, if you read something that someone else has shared that you love, you can write that down. We've got some really powerful words here: expansion, shedding, shattering of illusions, transformative, expansion, rebirth, remembrance, illumination, releasing, drifting between timelines, drawing a curtain across the previous chapter. Such powerful things that it's all amazing. So sharing here, and feel free to write any of these things down if you like. And John said that he drifted off into another world and had a nap. That's beautiful. I'm glad that you felt relaxed with setting up the safe space. We're just sharing our experience of what we feel is in the collective or the cosmic energies at this time. With no judgment and no right or wrong. We're just each sharing. And I'll share mine, and I'll tap in and see if any of my guides want to channel or share anything too. But please feel free to keep sharing in the chat as we go, because sometimes just reading other people's comments or hearing me will spark something in you and you'll remember something. So please do feel free to keep sharing your downloads, your inspired ideas, your experience, or just how you're feeling. Sometimes it can just feel so healing to get something out just by writing it down, however high or low vibrational it may feel. It's better out than in, and this is a safe and welcoming space for you to just share whatever it is that you're going through. So for me, leading up to today, so in the past few days, I have been really experiencing this energy of clearing, but in a way of like nitpicking organization. And it's almost like, we can clear our energy and clear our space and clean out our bodies. But for me, it's been like this energy of getting so, like with a fine-tooth comb, I'm being shown now, going into everything and clearing it out, clearing energy in every little part of our lives. So today it was like going through my phone, and then one day it will be going through all old computer files. I had a big clear out of clothes and my wardrobe and books and things to give to charity. And it's for me, it's this continual of like, how much can you clear? My guide Elmara is like, it's like clearing the cache in your life, that when you, or clearing the cookies, clearing the cookies in your computer, clearing out the cookies of your life and getting really, really particular with it. to show how much we care about the intricate details of our lives, and to show that we're not always focusing on, you know, the big picture and the dream life, but actually bringing ourselves back down to this microscopic present moment awareness where we're saying, like, actually, I am so grateful that I have emails and I can organize my email folders. And I'm so grateful for all of these things that I have, that I am going to keep them so super clean and tidy in honor of them. Beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, that's really been an energy that I've been connecting to. And we are in the lead up towards the spring energy. So my guides are almost telling us that it's like we can do this preliminary work, preliminary clearing in our space, so that when spring comes, we can really quickly manifest our desires, like super fast, because all of that cleaning and clearing and organizing and shifting has been done now in this space where, yeah, we are kind of in this weird void energy at the moment, or hermit mode, as I like to call it. But taking that time to breathe, yeah. I'm going to ask my guide, Elmara, to step forward and channel any messages for us at the moment. So today is a turning point. It's a doorway where we're stepping through. And this is why it can feel like on this side of the doorway, a lot of density and heaviness, because always before the upward spike, there's this big dip down. But we're in between this gateway, this doorway, where we are about to enter into a great time of expanded psychic awareness and actual magical powers, and really feeling and experiencing energy like never before. So experiencing life in a quantum way rather than just in a very 3D human way. We're actually about to step through this doorway. So today is a very powerful time, because tomorrow we have that turning point where we're going to see that tiny, tiny, tiny slither of light in the sky. We're stepping forth out of the darkness into that slither of light, into that opening of expanded consciousness. So now is a time of getting crystal clear clarity in our mind. And if there's something or many things that need shifting or organizing or clearing to get that clarity, now is the time. And Elmara also said, if you're having trouble sleeping, or if you're finding that you're really kept awake by your dreams, or if your dreams are really intense, please write them down, or do the best you can. The second you wake up, whether it's in the middle of the night or first thing in the morning, get a pen and paper and write everything that you can remember, because they're going to have very, very strong messages in your dreams at this time that's going to help support you in stepping into your highest timeline. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm just going to read, if I missed any comments. Galactic rebirthing, out of the flames and rage, we are rising into a new world of love. Yes, I love that. I am being shaped and molded by the universal teachers on this planet. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Releasing blocks to absolute surrender. Yes, I love this. Divine love, peace, balance, and union. Yeah, peace has been a real one for me. Like when I really, really get honest with myself, it's like, what do I want more than anything? Like above abundance, above freedom. Like I just want peace. Peace. So that's beautiful. I love that word. I just cleared out my garage and my finances. Yay! Been doing the same, purging through old things. My home is very simplistic, so much space to breathe. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And that resonates. I need to journal. So many dreams. Love that ascending. I prefer smaller space too, less clutter. Don't need the extra space to fill or clean. Yeah, I love that. Beautiful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull 3 cards for us, and this beautiful deck that was gifted to me by my beautiful sister, Blessings from the Heart of the Rose. And these are all from messages from Avalon. So they're very sacred. And this deck really called to me today. So I'm going to do a 3-card reading for us from this deck for this dark moon energy today as we shift and transition into this new moon. And for those that do resonate with astrology, if you actually have a look on an app or if you have a telescope and look into the sky, you'll see that the moon is aligned right in the center of Sagittarius today. So for anyone that resonates with that, you can connect in with the energy of that as well. But it's interesting because certain teachings of astrology will tell you that the alignment is different. So I always recommend looking up to the cosmos in real time if you're seeking those kind of answers or that kind of message. And Millie says, beautiful. I don't have to tell some of you how much I love Avalon. Yay! I'm so excited to share these cards with you then. So I'm calling upon the divine energy of Avalon. Of the wizards, the witches, the elves, the dragons, the mystical beings native to the land of Avalon, and calling upon the oracle of the blessings of the heart of the rose. Please can we have a 3-card reading for the general energy, which could be steps, guidance, healing, or just general messages for the collective that is going to help us to navigate through this next 28-day moon or lunar cycle until we meet here again in 28 days' time. 3 cards, please. Thank you. To give us crystal clear messages and images, perhaps, energy and codes that are going to help support our ascension. Ooh, wow. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited by what just jumped out of the deck. Okay, 3rd and final card, please, for this dark moon reading for the energy for the collective, so that each and every one of us can receive some healing and some guidance today. Thank you. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay, this is really special. So the first card is spinning gold. Spinning gold. And I feel like this is exactly that message of we are in this time of clearing and cleaning, ready to spin that gold. I love that because this is like the weaver, that we are weaving everything in our lives and everything in our realities. We are literally weaving and spinning gold into reality. I love that. And that's so beautiful. And I feel that that is giving very spring-like energy too. So again, affirming that we are in this space at the moment when we are preparing for that huge spring into spring where we're going to spin gold and magic into our lives. I love that. Okay, and this is the card that I was really excited about. Ancient Moon. Ancient Moon. And look, this is a number one card. So to me, that is a signal of the power of this new moon. Very, very, very powerful. We have a blue dragon, throat chakra dragon, sign of magic, casting spells with our thoughts and our words and our intentions. Ancient moon. This is an ancient moon. This has powerful magic in it, this moon that we are about to step into tomorrow. This doorway that Elmara was telling us about. Really, really magical, where we are going to expand our psychic perception and consciousness to come into this beautiful ancient place and ancient realms. That is really exciting. And then finally, gift. So this is a very positive card as well, gift. And I'm receiving the message, and look, we've got the blue again as well. All of the readings I've been doing recently have had this very cosmic blue, this expanded awareness and bigger connection to things that are just so beyond our previous or current perception. We're going to open up to that. But gift, this is the general message that I'm getting is that you are the gift. You are the gift, but I'm also really getting a message of abundance here. So maybe we're all going to receive something unexpected. And this could be a gift of kindness, a gift of love, a gift of support. It could be a financial gift, but each and every one of us are going to receive something special in this next 28 days. So the message that's coming through is that that is going to be supportive of our ascension and of us stepping through this gateway of expanded consciousness and awareness. Really beautiful. I'll just hold all the cards up together. Yeah, so many confirmations in these gorgeous cards. I absolutely love these cards. I'm going to be using them for my one-to-one oracle readings because they just hold so much magic and so many codes in the images, the numbers, the messages. Yeah, and I feel very, very blessed and grateful because you can't actually buy these cards anymore, but they were gifted to me from my dear sister. So we're going to just do a little exercise together that I always do on the new moon, and this is intention setting. And this is, to hold ourselves accountable, but not in a way where if we cast this spell of intention and it doesn't come true, it doesn't mean that we're doing the magic wrong. But what it does is what does come true. Awesome. It's so cool. It's so cool when you set intentions and they come true. And then that gives you a sign of what works for you. You can say, okay, well, this really worked. Like focusing on this thing worked. And then things that don't come true, it gives us this opportunity to reflect back on what needs to be cleared, what needs to be changed, or perhaps how can we just change the perspective around these things. So yeah, I invite you, if you choose to write with me. So I like to write down the dates. So Saturday, unless you're in a different part of the world and it's a different day, Saturday, the 17th of January, 2018. and 26. When it comes to spell casting and intention setting, clarity is so important. So I write down the day, the date, and you can even write down the time if you choose. So for me, it's 1747. And you can choose how you write this. I like to say, my chosen desires for this moon cycle are. You can word it in any way. You can say my dark moon intentions, my magical seeds of desire, or my golden, what was it? My spinning the gold. You can really make it your own. But I say my chosen desires. You want to make your intentions, which are spells, remember your words are spells, to make them powerful. The more empowering they are, I find, the more powerful they are. Oh, do you like my pen as well? It did have a crystal on the top, but it fell off. So I say, my chosen desires for the next 28 days are. And what I found to be true for me is that the less things you choose, the more clear you can get on them. So I'm going to invite you to choose 3, and I'm going to walk you through mine. And if anyone wants to share some of their desires, they can. Feel free to write them in the chat. You don't have to share them, but obviously it depends how personal they are. But your heart will tell you whether you should keep something to yourself in your heart, or if it would be powerful to share it. So my first chosen desire for this next 28 days is to make my new one-to-one service public, which I'm nervous about because I've poured my heart and my soul into it. So it makes me really nervous. And anything that brings fear is a signpost for me that it has power behind it. So make my new one-to-one service public. And then I'm also going to get a minimum of 3 paid bookings of this new service. So the reason why I'm sharing this with you is just to share the level of detail. So, you could be like, okay, I want to move house this month, for example. But you need to say, okay, I'm going to move by this date, and it's going to be a really smooth transition with no issues. All of the money is going to come. It's going to happen on this date, and it's going to look like this. Like, the more detail you can go into, the more powerful. Okay. So that's my first one for the next 28 days. Make my new one-to-one service public and get a minimum of 3 paid bookings of this new service. Okay, cool. And then my second one. Okay, what is my second desire? Okay, to finish. And this is another one that brings me a bit of fear. So I'm following my fears at the moment. Finish recording the vocals for the song that I've co-written with a dear friend of mine. And it's funny now that I'm writing these, my guides are saying that these two things are going to be intertwined with the energy. Okay, well, thank you for that confirmation. So finished recording the vocals of the song that I've co-written with a dear friend. Okay, I think that's enough for that. So just finish doing that. And then the third one. The third one I'm feeling, so I'm just going to read some comments. Oh, what is the name of the deck? I'll show you. Blessings from the Heart of the Rose by Sheila Murphy. But you can't actually buy it online anymore, unfortunately. I think it's been discontinued, unless you can contact the artist. Stephen, I found an amazing old Lord of the Rings tarot deck from the 70s at Carbu. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Don't tell me where you live because I'm going to come and steal it off you. Beautiful, Chloe. So many of us are on the precipice. Oops, where have you gone? That was weird. On the precipice of doing these types of self-substantial businesses. Yes, 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 yes. It is the time for us to break free from the matrix and do things our own way, and celebrating us all in our own magical superpowers, because we all have our own unique gifts and talents, which I love. Makes me so excited. And this is going to be one of the themes of the sisterhood Heal the Sisterhood Wound workshop that I'm doing, is about releasing these programs of competition and pitting us against one another, but actually learning how to celebrate each other in our uniqueness and celebrating each other's superpowers rather than trying to copy or compete. We're going to be shifting into this timeline where there's space for everyone to shine. Just going to read John. My dark moon intentions for 28 days. I'll get clear on my dream life, so I revolutionize my life. Oof, I love that. Love that word. That's a powerful word. In true heart alignment, go on 3 magical new adventures and let go of what no longer serves me. Woohoo! And so it is. Chloe, you have a lovely voice. I love this exercise. Oh, thank you. Oh, I can't believe it's almost an hour already. We might go like 10 minutes over because I want to give everyone an opportunity just to ask questions. And yeah, I've posted the Sisterhood Wound workshop. Please do check it out. I'm not going to share the links just in this live stream. I just want it to be a community space, but I'll be sharing regularly. It's on the 22nd of February, the workshop. Marit says, magical seeds of desire. Love that. Let go and be. Come up with the intention of be. Love that. I am Marit. I vibrate in love. Love that. Finance an Egypt trip. Yes. Okay, I have thought of my third and final desire. So I'm going to fully visualize my new home in crystal clear detail. So I'm going to create vision boards, and set my moving date. Ooh, that's scary. Okay, I'm happy with those 3 because all of those 3 are quite meaty within themselves. So you might just have a small intention to meditate every day. Awesome. But if that is your intention, get even more clear, like how long you're going to do it for, and what energy are you calling in? Is it money? Is it just to expand your energy? What I really want to encourage you to do is to get down and dirty with your desires. And then once I've written my desires, I always like to say, and so it is. And feel free, everyone, if you want to continue sharing your intentions. I'm going to talk a little bit about doing this, and next month when we meet, what we'll do is we can look back on this and we can be honest with ourselves and with each other if we choose, on what worked, what didn't, what happened, what didn't. And it's just a really nice way of working in a co-creative way with the cosmic energies, but also with the collective energies. So what I wanted to actually do, down and dirty. What I wanted to do today, but we're not going to have time, so I'll make sure we do it on next month's live stream. What I wanted to do together, and what I wanted to do together was to actually create a spell. So we'll do that next time, and we can all co-create a spell together and learn about writing spells. So we'll do that together. Yeah, and then what I'm just going to talk about quickly before the end is, I'm just going to hide some of these weird comments that are coming in. Okay, so what I'm just going to talk about at the end is a few little tips and tricks for ritual, for intention setting. Excuse me, I was just releasing that unwanted energy. And if anyone has any questions about writing spells, rituals, ceremonies, feel free in the last few minutes of this live stream to ask. And I'll talk to you. So obviously I mentioned at the beginning, before any kind of magic work, and by the way, even just doing this this writing in your journal, this is magic work, this is a ritual. So to make it even more sacred and make it even more safe, set up that safe space around you. You can find meditations on my channel for setting up a protective space. Let me find those actually, and I'll share the link with you. I've got this golden cloak of stardust. It's quite a long one, but it's a powerful one. So you could use this for when you do ceremonies, if you like, to protect your energy. So I've just shared the link to that there. So protect your space. And then I would always say, have some candles and light this at the beginning. And then once you've finished your ritual, blow out the candle. There's something powerful about calling in the light as you're doing this magical ritual work, and then blowing out the candle at the end. So it's like you've shone that light on your magical intention work. As many candles as you like. I like to have loads of candles. And if candles are your thing, if you like candles, you can look into the color resonance of candles. So when I'm doing ancestral work, I will use black candles. Money work, you want either green or yellow or gold candles. You can look into all of the colors of candles, and they can have a really powerful effect on the work that you're doing. Something that I also really love to do as an extra clearing of energy. So whenever I do my live streams, especially the Mystic Spirit messages, is I actually clear out my space. So I have this smudge stick that I made myself, and this is made from mugwort. This one's also got a crystal in it, but I made this herb. So this is native to England and to Europe, and that's why I use it. But it also, plants have spirits, so you are asking for this extra magical power from the spirits to protect, clear, and cleanse the space. I've got different ones as well. This is an old one, but this is just like all foraged materials from the forest. It's got pine and bits in it. It's not my favorite one. So yeah, I like to create them. And then I also use Palo Santo. I find this one helps to raise the vibrational frequency of your space. What I find with these smokes as well is it can also just, because it's such a strong smell and strong smoke, that you can just, it shifts you from within. And when you're smoking and smudging your space and yourself, you know, just saying, clearing and cleansing and releasing any low vibrational beings, energies, and entities, as we do when we're setting up the safe space. Absolute must, if you are using smudge sticks and smokes, open the window so that the spirits and the beings have a place to release. Otherwise, all of that smoke that's catching the negative energy is going to get stuck in your space. So always do it with a window open. And once you really feel like the energy in your space has shifted, then you can close it down. That's a must for me, really helps me. I also like to have some sort of magic tool. Now, this can be anything for you. It can be crystals. This is a wand that I created. This is a wand of protection and transmutation. So I do a lot of my magical work with this. And, you know, it could even just be a placebo. Just feeling like you have this power tool in your hand makes you feel so much more magical. But it could be anything. You can have an ankh, or you can have just a really awesome crystal, something, you know, you can just choose a crystal and say, okay, this is my ritual item. So you are imbuing it with that power and that sacredness. So it's going to bring that energy when you're doing ritual and have it with you. And you can set the intention for it as well. It could be protection, or it can be to amplify the energy of your words. And then something else that I use is potions. Again, this is one that I made myself. So this is made from all different plants, and it is in different types of essential oils, and this is a heart activation potion. So mixing different essential oils and flowers and plants, I really find helps to open up the heart and helps to really amplify your energy. And it's these small little things, you know, you can buy flower essences and essential oils, if they are good quality and high strength, just a tiny little drop on your wrists or even on the center of your chest. Wow, it can really activate your energy. But with any tool that you're using, always speak to it, sing to it, give it your heartfelt intention so that it knows what to amplify. Remember, you are the gift. You are the powerful, magical source. Yeah, so I think those are some of my favorite tips and tricks. Next month, we will write a spell together. I think that will be really fun. Let me just catch up and just see if there's any questions. Millie says, definitely the color of candles. I agree. Yeah. I love Palo Santo. I feel it puts me in a trance. Yeah, it's whenever I'm burning Palo Santo, I say, please raise the vibrational frequency, and I can feel it straight away making my body really vibrate. So it's really beautiful and powerful. I use Palo Santo and sage. Yeah, it's gorgeous. I love the wand. Thank you. I had to limit myself to 4 crystals. I bought far too many. Also love dragon's blood. Yeah, I have I have a dragon's blood smudge stick. It's dragon's blood and sage. I think that one's really powerful. Love the oils with roots and plants in them. Amazing. Feel free again to ask any questions about prayers, rituals, spaces. What I wanted to share with us all here before the end is a winter prayer. I found this online. I didn't have chance to write one myself. Next time, maybe I should put that as an intention. I found this beautiful prayer. It's by an unknown source, and I really love it. So I wanted to share it for you. And I feel that it really encapsulates all of the messages that we have all channeled here together today and the overall energy of this live stream today. So I hope you enjoy this as much as I do. So this is called Winter in All of Our Lives. There is a winter in all of our lives, a chill and darkness that makes us yearn for days that have gone, or put our hope in days yet to be. Creator, you created seasons for a purpose. Spring is full of expectation, buds breaking, frosts abating, and an awakening of creation before the first days of summer. Now the sun gives warmth and comfort to our lives, reviving aching joints, bringing colour, new life, and crops to fruiting. Autumn gives nature space to lean back, relax, and enjoy the fruits of its labour. Mellow colours in sky and landscape as the earth prepares to rest. Then winter, cold and bare as nature takes stock, rests, unwinds, sleeps until the time is right. An endless cycle, and yet a perfect model. We need a winter in our lives, a time of rest, a time to stand still, a time to reacquaint ourselves with the faith in which we live. It is only then that we can draw strength from the one in whom we are rooted, take time to grow and rise through the darkness into the warm glow of your springtime to blossom and flourish. Bring colour and vitality into this world, into your garden. Thank you, Creator, for the seasons of our lives. So I hope you enjoyed that beautiful poem. If you want me to share it in the comments, please do comment after I share this live stream. And yeah, thank you all so much for being here. Hi, Angie. Unfortunately, you've just jumped in at the end of the live stream. This is only an hour, and only an hour's live stream. So I can't wait to see you in 28 days' time, where we can reflect back on our heartfelt desires, and we are going to write a spell together and come with your questions about magic, about ritual, or anything that you desire an answer to. Here is your safe space to bring those questions. John said, I'm listening to the Lord of the Rings soundtrack as I watch you, Chloe. Oh, I love that. I love that. That is a fantastical soundtrack. Oh, thank you so much for being here, everyone. New moon blessings for tomorrow, stepping into this big doorway. I'm so excited. We had a really amazing card reading for this next 28 days. Remember that you can watch the recording and you can pause it to see the cards and to receive those messages again. It will be really cool when we come back together in 28 days time and see and reflect back on the messages and the energy of those cards as well. Yeah, thank you so much everyone for being here. If you enjoy this live stream, this particular live stream, just let me know. Just share a comment after you've reflected back on it. Anything you want to request for next time, please let me know, because I really want this to be a community space. Sending you all so much love. I'm just going to close down the protective space around the live stream now. So just asking everyone to step out of the protective shield that I placed around the live stream. Asking my guides to step out, all guides who are here to support today. My higher self, Source, Gaia, the guardian dragons. Asking all souls and all beings to step out of the energetic space of the Dark Moon Ritual live stream today. Thank you. So that I can safely close down this shield now, surrounding it in a protective layer of golden source light, removing it with it anything that we may have released, any unwanted energy, cords or attachments that no longer serve our highest good, that we are leaving behind with the dark moon before we step forth into the light of the new moon tomorrow. And with the assistance of my celestial guardian dragon, I return this to source, or for it to never return here again. And I ask with love and gratitude in my heart that all souls who are here today have their heartfelt desires and intentions heard by the heart of the universe, and for the universe to conspire with them to grow and to expand in ways that are unimaginable. I want to thank everyone here who joined today, thanking everyone who shared and participated with your energy, with your words, with your kindness. Thank you. Thank you for this blessing that we get to all be here together. Thank you to my guides. Thank you, Source. Thank you, Gaia. Thank you, my angels. Thank you, the guardian dragons. Sending everyone so much love. I hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful evening, magical weekend, and I can't wait to see you all again very, very soon. So much love from my heart to yours.